Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where we talk about books and always go beyond. I'm your host. I'm Renee. Got the co-host here today. This is my co-host, Raina, and today is Tag Tuesday. So I'm going to do a tag, but before I do that, I just wanted to mention one thing. You probably know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but did you know that today, October 15th, is the first lobular breast cancer day? So lobular breast cancer is the type that I had, and it makes up about 10% of all breast cancers. So they're really finding out that it has some very unique characteristics to it, and not the least of all of those being the fact that it is very difficult to detect on imaging. And so finally now they're just starting to do some research on lobular breast cancer as an entity, in and of itself, and not just part of the whole breast cancer research. So I'm hoping that that will lead them to find out, some specific things that will maybe help them be able to stratify out the women who should, have a different type of imaging, something with that they can see this type of cancer much better, something like a contrast MRI or a contrast mammogram, and that hopefully it will start to lead to them detecting this cancer earlier for a lot of women. I was very lucky in that at least part of one of my lesions showed up on the mammogram, but still, when I saw it, I really don't know how that radiologist was able to see that, but I'm very grateful that he did. So, October 15th, Lobular Breast Cancer Day. And, with the awareness raised in general by the month of October and everything being a pink ribbon, I just wanted to show, I found this on my banana today. So even my breakfast fruit now, can remind us that it's time to get a mammogram. So, that's good. It sometimes seems like a little bit of overkill, but if it saves life, then it's, a good thing. So, anyway, something that you can, now you know that. So now this tag that I'm going to do is called the Booktube Makes Me Happy tag. And the original tag is from the Book Ponderer. And I was tagged 2 weeks ago by Gavin at Genre Books. So let's get into the prompts and see, what we're going to be able to do with this. I think Raina deserves and needs a treat right now. So let's go ahead and give her one. And we'll get into the first prompt. What kinds of Booktube content make you feel good or give you encouragement? And I'm not sure exactly if this was what was meant by this, but I'm going to say that I just love getting comments. I'm sure everybody does. Just for people to say good job or I like this, or even, if there's a suggestion for next time. It's just great to know that people care enough to, give you some suggestions or, give you a little bit of encouragement in the comments. And it's just great to have the interaction with people. Prompt 2, how has Booktube motivated you or encouraged you to do something you might not have done otherwise? So for this, I said, really, and here's a real specific answer. All kinds of ways. I just feel like, first of all, my reading has gotten broader and more varied as far as the genres that I'm willing to take on. And I feel like I've gotten to know some really great people that I probably wouldn't otherwise have a chance to interact with. So, really, those kinds of ways. They are kind of general ways, but yeah. Prompt number 3. How has Booktube inspired you to put more positivity out into the world? Well, I think that's a really interesting question, actually, because I feel that Booktube has caused me overall to be more positive. I think doing videos, just kind of the process of it, and then playing the whole thing back for yourself, and watching your facial expressions, your hand gestures, and just how you look when you're talking about different things, really helps you to start seeing yourself as maybe others might see you. And, as you see more and more people interacting with your channel, you realize that in some ways, yeah, you are an influencer, if you want to call it that. It's kind of an odd word, maybe. But by that, I just mean that, in a sense, you have an effect on people. So, yeah, that's probably why I would want to be more positive because of Booktube. I can see myself, and I realize the effect that I have on people. Number 4, what is your favorite comment to hear someone say about you or your channel? How great I am, I think, would be a good comment. Just kidding. But like anyone else, of course, I really do, enjoy, of course, any positive comment. But I really don't mind if people have suggestions for me either. I mean, either way, it means that they care about the channel, and they care about what I'm saying, what I'm doing, and I'm making an impression upon them. So, I also really love it when people tell me something about themselves in the comments, especially if they don't have a channel, because that's one way that it gives me to get to know them a little bit better. And it's, to a degree, a sign, that they trust me, at least to some extent. And that's, I think, a special thing, really. So number 5, what are some unexpected happy surprises of Booktube? Well, I'm surprised just in general about how much I like doing videos and how much I want to share with other people, not just as a reader, but, really as a person. So that surprises me. Number 6, what is a positive outcome you've gotten from making videos? I think it's made me be a little bit more outgoing in a way. And I'm not sure why. I guess somewhere deep down, I must feel that, if I can speak to, hundreds of people at a time, that I can be a little bit better in social situations too. So yeah, it's made me feel like I'm a little more outgoing than maybe what I would have said a year ago, for instance. Number 7, which booktubers make me laugh? I think everyone pretty much has made me laugh at one time or another, because there's always funny things that happen. And I love when people leave funny things or mistakes or bloopers or things like that in a video, or, show something silly with their kids or with their pets, or, talk about, just a funny thing that happened. I mean, it does make people laugh. And I think that's one of the fun things of Booktube. Usually it's something silly, but that's okay. Overall, though, I would say that if I want a laugh, I think Joe from Some Other Character, we have a thing where I don't call him by his right name, but yeah, Some Other Character, his channel just has some of the funniest videos, and his sense of humor is really so dry that for me, sometimes I think I have entirely missed the joke. But I can tell when he becomes more serious that it's something I should laugh at. And it just seems to make me laugh more that he has a serious expression rather than a funny expression, when he says some of that stuff. So, yeah, so I just laugh sometimes with him. And then Jay from Faceless Book Reviews can make me laugh, as well as James from Little Big Library. Yeah, they both have some pretty funny videos, comments, and sometimes they get going at each other, in the comments on one of my videos, and it's just fun. It's just fun. So number 8, which booktubers warm your heart and make you feel all happy inside? I would say Pat from Book Chat with Pat, when she says, I'm glad that you're here. Really, I always feel then glad that I'm there also. It feels warm and makes me feel glad. I think Farah from Bookstalgic, when she shows us her nature videos, that can give me a very happy feeling, positive feeling. And really everyone who watches my videos and comments regularly, when you see it's the same people, it's like, oh, they commented again. Okay. So you're kind of always seeking out, oh, all right, there's my friend, Ellen from Ellen Made Book Club, Daniela from Uncommon Reader, and Debs from Raina Read Stuff. Those are all people who I watch regularly, and I feel kind of like they're friends. I feel like they're my friends. Number 9, who are some of your favorite commenters who don't have their own channel? Well, I don't know if they would really want me to say their whole username if they don't, have their own channel. I mean, we want our channel said everywhere. And maybe spray painted on things as well. But they don't always, I think, necessarily want their username put out there. But there's someone whose username starts with a B and ends with an N, and you know who you are. You have very awesome reading suggestions, and I really like that you comment regularly. There's someone with the name of Helen in her username who comments regularly and seems like a very kind and understanding person. And then there's my sister who comments regularly, and I like that she watches my videos. So number 10 is the final prompt. What is something new you can do to put more positivity out in Booktube, or more positive energy out in Booktube? I don't know if it's something new, but I think something I could do a little more often than I do is to really seek out some of the new booktubers and give them a shout out, or at least watch a few of their videos, and leave a comment, introduce myself, let them know who I am. I do that sometimes, but I really don't seek out doing it on a regular basis. And I think that, I hate to say I should, but I mean, I think it would be a good idea. It makes other people feel welcomed, as I did when I first started in the community. And sorry, running out of space. But anyway, we took care of that problem. So if you like my content, please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and I thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.